Hello everyone. I am Mrs. Hema Sagar Gumbar, working as Assistant Professor in Department of Computer Engineering, PICT Pune. Welcome to the video series lecture related to the database management system. And in this video, we are going to discuss about the normalization. What is the need of the normalization? What are the problems if we don't have the normalized database? And how to do the normalization? What are the stages of the normalization? We'll discuss in this video. So before going into the deep into the discussion, we'll first discuss what is the normalization. So basically the relational database system does have number of tables which have number of attributes present over there. So if normalization is basically the process of organizing the attributes and the tables of the relational database system to minimize the data redundancy. So basically data redundancy means the storing the same piece of information in the multiple places. So which normally creates the duplication of the data and the database anomalies. So basically normalization is the process of removing all those anomalies, all those duplications of the data and bring the database into the consistent states which are free from any anomalies. So in the normalization process, what we do divide the large database tables into smaller relations, into the smaller tables, and we link all those number of tables using the relationship. So what if we don't have the normalization, or what are the problems if we don't have the normalization? The very first problem we have already discussed is redundancy. Redundancy means the same piece of information we do have at different number of locations, and which in turns creates the inconsistency of the data. It's very difficult to update all those data present at that number of locations, because that that will be having the number of values with they have a different values which are not even consistent. So it contradictory due to lack of redundancy and its lack of rules, which in turn leads to a problem which is said to be as a data integrity issues. And it's very difficult to maintain all those data which are present at that number of locations, and which creates the inconsistency in the database. And as well, obviously it will create the storage waste. If we have number of same values rather in the number of different locations, that will increase the database size also. So when database is not properly normalized, it can suffer from the number of anomalies or the problems. So basically there are three number of anomalies. One is insert anomaly, the second is delete anomaly, and the update anomaly. So we'll first discuss about what is the insert anomaly. So insert anomaly allows when there is suppose we have relation like this, so insertion is not possible, which allows you to insert multiple values of null values in order to insert the new values. So suppose for example I do have this relation which is said to be as employee ID, employee name, department, and the EMP location. And there are let us say for example I do have like HR department and the IT department, and number of employees associated or working in that particular department. Suppose for instance, suppose the new account is or new department is been launched by the company, which is said to be as a, let us say for example ki accounts, and that is been started at the location Pune, but the no employees have been hired yet. So in that case, how do I insert that particular record into this table? Because as in no employee is been hired for that particular department, I do not have the values for employee ID and the employee's name. In turns, I have to insert the null values for employee ID, null values for employee name, and then employee department as a accounts, and employee location as a Pune. So which is not actually the case when we do insert the values into the any relational database, because we have to avoid the null values as much as possible. So this is a this is an example of the insert anomalies, which you are not allowed to insert the new values, which and in turns which allows you to insert the multiple null values. The next one is the update anomaly. It occurs when we have to update only one record. Because of the inconsistencies, we have to update number of records over here. So that is said to be as an update anomaly. So it occurs when one update requires multiple update across a number different rows, because which leads to inconsistency if at all those all instances are not updated properly. So the same example, employee ID, employee name, department, and the location. I do have two departments. One is HR and IT. Location is Mumbai and the Bangalore. So HR department, for the HR department I do have 3 records. So for example, let us say ki HR department is been shifted from the Mumbai to Pune. So just I have to change the employee location of this department Mumbai to the Pune of the HR. So in order to change only one value for in order to change only one value, I have to update at that at many number of locations, so where department is HR. So we have to update all those number of records only to update only one value. I have to change from Mumbai to Pune. So that is said to be as update anomaly. The next one is a delete anomaly. So it occurs when delete requires multiple deletes across the different rows, and which leading if at all those all instances are not deleted properly. Suppose for in this case, suppose HR department is closed down. In that case, I have to delete the entries which are there from which are there in the relation where department is HR. But for instance, but in this case, I have to delete all the information which are present, which are associated with that HR department also. So in that case, I have to delete the employee IDs, employee name. I have to delete employee IDs and employee name also, which are associated with the HR department. So which should not be happen. So these all anomalies are present in the database if we don't have properly normalized data. So normalization is basically, so normalization in DBMS, what it does. So normalization organizes database tables to reduce redundancy. It improves data integrity. It eliminates all those anomalies present and make the database easier to maintain and the update. It involves table decomposition and defining relationship to ensure the efficient storage. So normalization basically done in the number of stages, which is called as normal forms. Each form builds from the previous one. So in terms, what is normalization? Normalization, it allows you to reduce the redundancy. When we have the normalized database, in that case we do not have multiple copies of the data at number of locations. So we have the database in the consistent state. It also allows you to eliminate the anomalies which we have present, which we have presented previously. It allows you to delete all those anomalies. We do not have any kind of insert anomalies or delete anomalies or update anomalies. So basically normalization process is like we have to divide our database into number of tables, and those all number of tables are related with each other in one or two form of the relationship. So what is the drawback of the normalization? See, in order to decompose database, which in turns creates the number of tables in the databases, and in order to get particular information, we have to join those all tables and we have to get the required information, and which obviously slower the read performance, because in order to read any kind of information, I have to go to those number of tables. So I have to, because data is scattered on those number of tables, and obviously it will increase the development time, because first I have to normalize the database and then decompose it, then create a relationship. So basically it increases the development time. So normalization is done basically in the number of stages. So those that is called as normal forms, which starts from the first normal form. It is called as a 1NF, then second normal form, then third normal form, then bisecode normal form, and there are some higher normal forms also, which is called as a 4NF and 5NF. So in the next video we'll discuss about in the next thank you, and see you in the next video.